Why did you lie to the American people, and why should we trust what you have to say now?
Wow, so what a week it has been for Sony and PlayStation 5. So on the back of their conference, their PS5 events showing they're meant to be a game show, there's been so much backlash, and for good cause, to be honest. Let's be honest here. I mean, it's been a horrible year actually for Sony in total for 2020. We had all the Last of Us 2 delays, and then the leak of the game, and then the Naughty Dog employees being disgruntled and stuff, and which I'm sure was all linked up. And then the game eventually coming out, the game being awarded and praised by Sony themselves, of course, and a Metacritic for many of the journalists on Metacritic. But by gamers, was totally panned, and they hated it. And various YouTubers, of which they were blocked and their negative opinions were deleted. Even Metacritic had to have its negative user scores removed for The Last of Us 2, which is very sort of devious, I think, if you ask me, because it's not happened for any other games, or Metacritic have not pushed the boat out ever before for anyone else for user scores or anything. But they just felt the need to do it for Sony for whatever reason. Anyway, we had all that with The Last of Us 2. Then moving on after the conference obviously revealed that Sony or Jim Ryan had lied about exclusives, about the whole Crossgen thing, about the Argo of Crossgen, having denied it, well, as I showed in my last video, that they wasn't going to go Crossgen, and all their exclusives are not going to be exclusive to PS5, but all they're actually going to be on PS4 as well, and some of them will be on PC. So on the back end of that, they dropped the pre-orders right at the end of this show, which caught everyone by surprise, because that's when they said they wasn't going to do it. They was going to start the pre-orders the following day. They had a scripted thing to do, but they didn't. They started at the end of the show, oh, by the way, pre-orders are live now, go. Caught everyone off guard, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm just going to recap on what had previously happened in that week. So on the 15th of September, we had here from Bloomberg, I don't know if you guys remember this, Bloomberg come out with this. Sony cuts PlayStation 5 forecast by 4 million due to chip woes. Yes, Bloomberg reported that Sony were having a lot of issues, and this happened actually earlier in the year. There was a lot of people coming out and saying Sony were having a lot of issues with their orders for pre-orders and things like that. So what had happened is Bloomberg come out and said, yeah, we've estimated, or we've seen that there is an issue with their consoles. They're not going to produce as many as they'd like to have hoped. So, you know, it seems fair enough. I mean, people have believed in Bloomberg previously when I can't remember, they said something about the Xbox, and everyone's jumping on board and said whatever Bloomberg says is basically facts, basically. But on this, a lot of people sort of giving a bit backlash, saying, oh, they don't know what they're talking about. And so did Sony. They come out and said, we have not changed the production number for PlayStation 5. And they denied all of it and said the pre-orders shouldn't be affected. Everything will be hunky-dory. We've got plenty of units to go around. So, yes, they was all very happy-go-lucky about the whole situation, about their consoles and how many they had. That's what Sony said. That's what Sony was telling people. However, straight after the following day when they did go live, things didn't turn out quite how Sony had stated they would. Despite this, PS5 is said to be more widely available at launch compared to PS4 release. Oh, bloody ads. Yes, so you just can't watch anything these days without ads and pop-ups just coming up, can you? It's just ruining anything, social media, or they're ruining the internet now. Yes, please go away. I'd ask if I wanted to watch that. Anyway, sorry. Yes, so they've come forward and they did say PS5 is said to be more widely available at launch compared to PS4 release. PS5s have been pretty hard to snag via pre-order so far, but it sounds as though it should be a bit easier to cop by comparison to the PS4 back in 2013. So that's apparently what they've stated. But as we know, as I was going to lead into, we know that it's not true. People are trying to order the consoles and they've run out. Apparently they've run out everywhere, and it's been said they might not even be able to get any more in by 2021. Yes, that's right. They've completely run out of the console. Stores and everything have run out. And now I'm not gonna. And now some people are gonna say that's because they sold so many. But they stated they had 11 million ready to go. That's what Sony said. If you're telling me they sold 11 million of these consoles within a day, I'm going to tell you a line. I'm going to tell you Sony a line. They did not. Sony said they had 11 million. They have not sold 11 million in a day. I'm sorry, they have not sold 11 million consoles in one day. So yes, so they've hit a big, massive snag, and people cannot get hold of these consoles, no matter how much they try. They're ringing up Sony.
Computer says no.
You're just not getting anywhere. Pre-orders of the PS5 went live late on Wednesday night UK time before Sony had officially announced they had begun. This sparkled a scramble for those desperately trying to secure their pre-order. A retailer website wobbled under the pressure of the online horde that Victorious took to social media to celebrate, while the defeated were left deflated, hoping for better luck in the coming weeks. Now, just a few days later, the next step in the console pre-order dance has been taken. Concern over cancelled all pre-orders, retailer warnings about delivery on launch day, and scalpers laughing all the way to the bank. Yes, so yeah, there has been this message going out to people that have bought it from Amazon and various other sites. Amazon has sent an email saying PS5 orders may not arrive on launch day due to high demand. We're contacting you about your order, PlayStation 5, blah blah blah, so that you know in advance that you may not receive this item on the day it is released due to high demand. What? What? Really? But Sony have got 11 million of these in the catalogue, in backlog, as they've stated. Why are you not getting them on launch day? I mean, the consoles aren't launching now for another month, another 2 months. We're not going to see these. The console doesn't launch for another 2 months. Are you telling me Sony, with its 11 million it's got in a warehouse somewhere, cannot get it to Amazon in 2 months to have them ready to ship out to people on time? Really? Is that what you're saying, Sony? You do not have the capability to ship 11 million consoles. You're going to leave people that have ordered consoles with no console day one, with no console when it releases. Why? Why? Is it because you actually have no consoles? Is it because you've lied about the amount you've got, as Bloomberg suggested? You actually haven't got nowhere near the amount of consoles ready, and you just wanted to get your pre-orders up. Yeah, but even Jeff Sony Keeley's not getting his. It's in high demand. No, Jeff, no, they've not sold 11 million in one day. Shut up. Oh look, this person, they took 450 off me, but no order number. They took their money, and you might not even get your console. Cheers. Oh, I bet they send them a smiley emoji as well. Thanks for your non-purchase of our console. We'll send you an IOU. Oh man, this is just terrible news. Sony, what is going on here at Sony? What have they done? All with the exclusives, tobacco, the Crossgen thing, the lies, basically. This seems to be continuous lies. What is Sony doing right now? And now this, clearly they do not have the consoles to back up their claims. They've got a load of them ready to go and that. And loads of people coming forward and saying we're not going to get them on launch day. It's just one big farce, and I just want to know why they lied. Why? We know why they lied. They're taking people's money. It's disgusting that they're actually taking people's money, but not promising the console. I mean, they don't even give a date when you might get it. Day, the following day, following week, following month. And as I said, some sites are saying you might not get it till 2021. What? You might not get you're going to pre-order a console in November, pay for it, but not get it for a couple of months. You're just... At this point, I am really confused by why anyone still trusts Sony. I'm confused why they actually have sold as many as they are. I don't believe they've sold 11 million. I believe they sold, usually around the beginning of generations, you usually sell about 5-6 million, I believe. There is no chance they've sold 11 million. No chance in hell, considering the backlash. Also, I'm really upset. I think it's really bad for the gamers that are unaware. I've talked to gamers on social media, on various forums. They still believe Horizon Zero Dawn 2 and Spider-Man exclusive to PS5. They do not believe me. I had to actually link them, several links, because they wouldn't believe the first link, several links to prove that these games are not exclusive to the PS5. they would not have it because Sony's not making this public knowledge for anyone. This is why they've done the pre-order. This is why they dropped the pre-orders before this shit got out. Before the sale price, prices of games got up to £70. People coming at me going, yeah, but games are Xbox prices are going to go up. For one, I've not seen any Xbox announce this. Secondly, their first party games go into Game Pass day one. So no, they've announced no Game Pass increase. So no, it won't affect my first party games on Xbox. I'm afraid it's only going to affect your games on the PlayStation 5 and your PlayStation 4. I imagine. Is it going to your PlayStation 4 games going up? Because now they've come out and said they're going to support the PS4 for another 4 years. This is after everyone's saying Xbox getting backlash over supporting the Xbox for 2 years. They said 2 years, that means you can get no exclusives 2 years. Sony have come out and said 4 years for PS4. Is that okay? Obviously, don't get me wrong here. They're kind of doing the right thing, because I said before in a video that it's bad business for them to shut out the PS4 because they're going to lose 110 million consoles. The revenue you'd get from 110 million consoles. To drop that would be stupid. But to do it in the fashion, the way they're doing it, is just misleading, nasty and greedy and disgusting to the gamers. Disgusting just in general as a business. I'm surprised they've not been sued yet, or just something's got to come from this, surely. It just looks desperate and horrible. They're just going down in a ball of flames right now. It's just awful to see Sony just scrambling and look desperate like this. But I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to waffle on too much. Let me know what you think about all this below. Do you think they've got loads? Do you think they've sold more than 11 million consoles in a day? Do you think... Because apparently people can't even get hold of the digital copies. Apparently some people have gone to their store. They only had 8 in stock, 8 digital versions in stock. But it was almost like Sony doesn't want to sell the digital version because it's cheaper. They just want to sell the higher end version, the full price version. Give your opinions down below in your comments. Please share this, sub it out. And this knowledge needs to get out to everybody. All gamers need to get to know this. It's important. This is very important for gamers, for everybody. Sony most definitely not for the players.